The all-new Ford Mustang is coming. Internally classified S650, this car will be the 7th generation pony added to the stable. And it's a pretty big deal. See, Ford only gives us a new one about once every decade. And every time they reinvent the car, the entire automobile industry takes pause and notices. So today, we're gonna talk about it. What's going to power the new pony? What's it gonna look like? And what do we know about it so far? And is Ford gonna get this right? Let's jump right into it here on Blinker Fluid.
Yo, do you know what makes you look ideal? Some sweet shades, like these from today's sponsor, Simply Carbon Fiber. Now what's so awesome is that these puppies right here are real carbon fiber sunglasses with polarized lenses that are perfect driving aids. And since I just joined the Taste Police, spotting the repeat offenders has never been easier. Like whoever's ride this is. I mean, this Twinkle Toes needs to be arrested by the Taste Police. Like seriously, I can fit my whole wallet in there. Oh, speaking of wallets, not only do they make sunglasses that make me look like Johnny Depp, they make incredibly light carbon fiber wallets that not only fits my credit cards in, but also my cash. But here's the thing, Simply Carbon Fiber has way more than just wallets and sunglasses. They have phone cases, watches, and much, much more. So if you want to be like me, and why wouldn't you, and save some cash, click the link down in the description and you'll get 10% off when you use the coupon code IDEAL at checkout. Thanks Simply Carbon Fiber for sponsoring today's video and making the Taste Police look oh so good. Now, back to that rowdy Mustang.
Now, I don't even need to tell you that the Mustang is a big deal, whether you're a fan of the car or not.
Mustang is the original and lowest price sports car with bucket seats.
The Mustang did for America what the Cortina did for the UK. It gave the people not just a car they needed, but a car they wanted. And it single-handedly introduced the class system of stature strictly on what badge was on the back of your car. To the American people, having a Mustang was cool, the American dream. But having one with a GT badge, or even better yet, one with the name Shelby on it, well, that was showing up to the party as if you were James Dean. It's likely the most desirable car worldwide to come from America. It's baseball and hot dogs and apple pie all wrapped up in a sporty looking body and a powerful engine. It's an American icon. So, when Ford decides to put pen to paper and sketch a new version, it really matters. They haven't always gotten it right. There are fans for virtually every generation of the Stang, but let's be honest, some generations are just downright better than others. I mean, take a look at this. The Mach 1 in 1974. Not only did it look like it was hit with the ugly stick, but under the hood was a 2.8 liter V6 pumping out a pretty lame 105 horsepower. They've come a long way, and lately it seems like they've been getting it right on the money. Ford sells on average about 100,000 Mustangs every single year. That's over 250 of them every single day. And they build one for nearly every style and budget out there. But things are changing. People's needs and desires are changing, opting more now for SUVs and trucks. And what fuels our cars is changing too. Hence the Mustang Mach-E, which is an awesome car, but they really should have dropped the Mustang part of the name and stuck with just Mach-E. It would have been way better. So it wouldn't be outrageous to think that Ford might be changing the formula that makes the Mustang a Mustang. But will they actually? I don't think so. I think Ford knows its customers.
Okay.
I think that even though the days of big displacement fire-breathing V8s feel like they're coming to an end, I can't help but believe that Ford won't let that legacy die. So, what do we actually know about the all-new S650? Well, we know that it'll be a 2+2 coupe. We know that they're gonna keep building it in flat rock thanks to a recent $250 million renovation for the factory, and we know that it's likely going to be riding on an updated version of the previous chassis. That means all-wheel drive isn't happening. It also means that for the S650, an electric version is almost certainly out of the question. I suspect we'll see hybrids though.
No. Wait.
Maybe something like the tech that the Chrysler boys use on the Ram pickups, which is basically an electric supercharger. It adds power to the engine when you want it and allows for cylinder deactivation with no noticeable drawbacks for cruising around. We've seen spy shots of the interior that look quite a bit different from previous models. It seems like finally Ford is foregoing retro cool and instead embracing the future, with just a touch of heritage still baked right in. Unfortunately, it looks like no knobs for the climate control, just like everyone else is doing. And we're probably only getting a digital version of the instrument cluster, just like everyone else is doing. But overall, I think the interior looks great. I'd even argue it seems to be shaping up to be the best interior in a Mustang ever, and it should be. It's a new car, but there are no guarantees. Ford has been doing a really good job of keeping this car under wraps, and it's rumored that the face of the car has been caught fully undressed, but we won't know for sure until we get closer to launch. If this is the new face of the Mustang, well, there's a lot of controversy surrounding it from Mustang fans all over the globe. But personally, I think it looks great, and I think it leaves the door wide open for modifications and customizations to make it your own. Something the eggheads at Ford know the fans are gonna do. The current generation car has one of the strongest aftermarket followings of any car ever. They're just such good platforms to start with. So personally, I think we're looking at an evolution in style rather than a revolution. I think we're gonna see it trade in its bar fight jeans and leather jacket for a pair of chinos and a blazer. Ford has stated that the new car will make use of some carryover drivetrains at launch. Now that doesn't mean they'll be mechanically identical to the cars we've got now, but it does mean that a V8 and an EcoBoost are confirmed. I suspect they'll get breathed on as well, and if I were to guess, we'll see a proper evolution or all-new version of these engines during the car's midlife crisis, or refresh. Ford has been up to some pretty awesome work in the powertrain department. So I, for one, am really excited to see where they take things. Maybe a Godzilla V8 is in our future. Internally, Ford has restructured the company into two separate entities. There's Ford Blue, which is the ICE side of things, and Ford Model E, which is the electrification arm. That tells us something. While Ford is obviously committed to an electric future, they're also committed to internal combustion engines. The F-150 Lightning is entering production like right now, and it's gonna be incredible. But Ford builds big trucks too. And the F-250 and 350, and even the 450, 550, and 650 aren't yet ready to go all electric. The technology and industry requirements just aren't quite there yet. Ford states that the new Mustang is slotted for an 8-year production run, which means 8 more years of dinosaur-powered rumble from the Blue Oval. After that, who knows for sure. But honestly, I couldn't be more stoked. It'd be easy for Ford to kill off the fossil fuel burning internal combustion engines instead of investing even more heavily into this antiquated technology. But there's more to cars than just being really fast appliances, which unfortunately are what these EVs are. It's all about the passion and the simple yet fun formula that Ford hasn't strayed from since 1964 and a half. The pony car is a front-engine, rear-wheel drive, 4-seater that lets you have too much fun on 4 wheels. It is the epitome of this country's muscle car, an absolute cultural icon. And I think I'm speaking for everyone watching this. We know the electric revolution is coming, but we don't want to fully let go of our past. What made us enthusiasts in the first place? And that's exactly what this 7th generation car is gonna give us. One last opportunity to buy a brand new vehicle powered by the same stuff that has driven our dreams for the past 100 years. Just know these magical days are numbered. And I bet at the end of this generation, they just might let the pony as we know it run off into the sunset. Thanks for watching this episode of Blinker Fluid today on Ideal. Guys, we are almost at 1 million subscribers, so if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and get that done. It really helps us out. Let us know what you think about the upcoming Mustang. Do you think it's gonna be awesome, or do you think it sucks? Go check out one of these vids over here. Man, I'm hungry.